Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to Metal Monday. Jason couldn't be here tonight because he's having internet issues, so I've got Tony here with me.
I'm playing Jason on TV.
I don't know. I kind of feel like that role falls on me, but whatever.
I
We can
don't
both be
have the
Jason tonight.
beard.
We are collectively representative of what is Jason and Metal Monday because, he made the list tonight. I'm just playing it. Tony's here to keep my company.
Oh, and to know Jason is to know metal.
Yes, yes, it is indeed. The man, the myth, the legend. Anyway, this list was made by him tonight, and we're gonna get it rocking. Some more right here, right off the bat. It's Metal Monday. Crank it.
Hey, steel is a metal. Oh, starting out with a bang there.
Yeah. All righty then. That was Steel by MSR and
Yeah,
one other.
who's the collab he's with there? I was trying to find it.
I'm afraid to click on it. 'Cause it might well, you see, I can show you what might happen when I do, but then I might be sitting here and reload this page like for an hour. I don't think that'd be very fun to watch.
You can show us, but then you gotta kill us.
I guess what I could do,
Open it in a new tab. Yeah.
yeah, I could see. Well, hold on a sec. Let me get this set up real quick. Maybe if I, yeah, have like a second tab as backup. Because I don't, yeah, see, it's not even like wanting to load that. So, I don't know about all that.
I will have to hunt down MSR's
I mean,
page
the,
and
the playlist will be published after the show. So, it's not really something to, what's the word I'm looking for here?
it
To
will
mope
become
about
official.
on or whatever. Not something really I needed to dick around with. Okay, I've got it like loaded a second time here. Let's see if it'll let me look without it crashing. Steel.
Yeah, if you control click or right click over it, you can open it in a
There we
new
go.
tab.
Let's see. Collaborators.
Oh, it was Lady Hellburn. No
Lady Hellburn.
shit.
Very nice.
Huh?
Good to not. Well, it was an epic track. Man. Look at that cover art. I was thinking like Vikings and stuff.
Yeah, and if you guys like Lady
Whole epic
Hellburn, you
like
can find
Viking
an
metal
awesome
sounding
interview
thing.
over at youtube.com/Angified.
Yes, you can. That
Yeah.
exists. I have an interview with her. Or well, Ange does. And yeah, see, that's what I was afraid of happening right there. That's why I opened another tab just in case that happened.
Yeah,
Now I've still got my backup tab.
many
Glad I
many
did
of you
that.
may have noticed BandLab's been up and down the last week. Been seeing a lot of that page.
All right, this next song is No High by Heathen Official. It's Metal Monday. Crank it.
Wow, I really
All
dug
right.
those creepy strings that were going on in the background on that one.
Heavy stuff right here
Yeah.
on Metal Monday,
I spend my money to feed my dreams.
where we
Killer
bring you
line.
Metal on a Monday. What more could you want? All right. Where was I? So that was No High by Heathen Official. Up next, we've got Impromptu Deathcore by Cynical. It's Metal Monday. You know what to do.
Crank
Crank it.
it.
Hold up, 3, 2, 1. Shit, I'm done.
He done.
He pulled an Ange there at the end.
All right.
She's
So
done that.
that was Impromptu Deathcore by Cynical. Coming up next on Metal Monday, we've got A Glimpse of Hope by A Serpent's Hand. Here it goes. You ready?
You just a bad left out of place. I can't find it tonight. Can't forget remember your face. Serenity was left with no option now. Now I'm stuck, living under my roof, feeling the pain in my heart, but can't come. Oh God, please stop me, be here.
Alrighty. That
Wow.
was A Glimpse of Hope by A Serpent's Hand.
That had a little bit of everything in it.
Yeah. It sure
Yeah,
did.
I like how the chorus kind of brought it back to a rock feel and then went right back into the mosh.
Right on. Right on. Right on. Right on. Right on. All right. And coming up next here, we're just going to take a short little break and then we'll be right back with more metal on Metal Monday.
This is the full song.
Alrighty, folks.
Yeah, if that doesn't remind you what day it is, I don't know what will.
Right. That theme song just burns into your brain, doesn't it? All right, up next here we've got Fuck Around and Find Out by Black Block Left Hook. It's Metal Monday.
Oh, and we're about to find out.
Yeah. Crank it. Okay. Up next on Metal Monday, we've got Dopamine by Hollow Oaks. Crank it. All right, everybody. That was Dopamine by Hollow Oaks.
Oh, that got my dopamine levels up.
Yeah, I'd say some pretty heavy slash
Crunchy.
dissonant stuff, you know? Mamma mia. Okay.
Yeah, you
Up
turned
next,
James Italian.
up next, we've got Anhedonia by Brack. How you say Metal Monday, and you crank it. Oakley Dokley.
Wow,
Dude.
Jason wasn't kidding. That did kick ass.
Yeah, kicked a substantial amount of ass. Give it that.
Yeah, those
I'll-
bass
I'll
heavy,
give it that.
those bass heavy parts really drive through.
Hey, bass is essential to metal, you know?
And that's
What
how you metal it up.
gives that distorted guitar all its for realsies.
And a cool
Alright.
name, Vrac. That's
Yeah.
a metal name.
Brack or Brack. If you're from America, you know how you'd pronounce that. Kind of like Brack, but with a V. Anyway, our next and final song of the night is Victoria by Samuel P. Lezon and one other. It's Metal Monday. Crank it.
Kind of a tradition to have Samuel on.
Yep. Here goes. folks.
Another one that was bass heavy.
Yeah, that's all we've got tonight. Jason was experiencing technical difficulties on short notice, so there wasn't much time to, revise the list or add more stuff before airtime. So take it for what you will.
Well, you
You
whipped it
got
out
a new live
like it was
episode.
Wednesday.
Yeah, we just kind of whipped it out and blazed through tonight, but you got to hear some metal and keep it metal. Till next time.
Yeah, some good stuff in there.
Rock on, y'all. Now I will play you out. So, peace, yo.
Craig it.
Good night.